Hey everybody, welcome back to This is the Police. In the last part, we got another call off Lana, who's going to be the new, what is even the position called? Like, head chief of, like, justice or whatever it's called? I don't remember exactly what position it is, but she's been, like, promoted out of nowhere. She's basically a new person to the position. And this experienced lady who was in charge just went, you know what? All these people who have all the experience that have worked behind me, probably brown nosed her. No, we're going to have this new up and coming book, and they're going to take my position. And they've been having conversation with Jack about being, lonely and stuff. And I think, honestly, they're starting to kindle some sort of flame there. Also, Mr. Sands contacted us, which can never be a good thing, so we'll see where that goes. Also, Robert did actually end up getting to the mayor about, some dirt on me and how I'm dealing with the dentist on my own. Basically, it looks like the FBI is going to follow me, but it doesn't seem like I have a monetary reason to worry right now. But I guess now the FBI are watching me, I have to be careful about the interactions with the mafia. Anyway, let's see how this goes. Rumor: Mayor's favorite stripper found dead in his home. That's never good. 25-year-old Pamela Cox, latest victim of brutal murder. And a giraffe is coming to the zoo. The fact. Clearly, Freeburg's number one paper. Chain is only strong as weakest link. Okay, still the same. Right, we're still trying to catch this dentist. Oh, good morning. Mr. Boyd, what's the reason you've called this press conference today? It's an important announcement. It is my duty to warn the people of Freeburg that there's a new predator wandering our streets, one who preys on young girls. Our sources tell us that 2 murders have already happened in the city, and a maniac nicknamed The Dentist is the killer. Why have you been so slow to warn the public? Blame the Fed, blame the mayor's office, no comment. Best to say nothing here. I can't comment on an ongoing investigation. The dentist is only one man. Can't the Freeburg Police Department handle one crazy loner? Yes, we are powerless. Nonsense is not so simple. It's not that simple. The feds have been looking for the dentist across the country for years, but hopefully in our small city he won't find it so easy to hide. Do you believe it's specifically girls who are in danger? Caution cannot hurt. I would advise girls not to wear provocative clothing and not overdo it with the makeup. Strange answer. Not what I was expecting. I was going to say, you know what, young gentlemen as well, just be careful out there. No, everyone on their own is potentially a target. Do you have any information about the identity of the killer? We have a composite sketch, hard to say, that'll be all. That's all the information I can share with you for now. Thank you. You're welcome. Jack Boyd! Watch out, girls! There's a maniac on the loose. Green activists plant new trees in park. Big activists there. Mayor's office arranging grand fireworks in honor of city. Oh, I forgot to click on the little note as well.
The work is definitely piling on. Truth is, if I didn't have Palmer helping me catch this psycho, I don't know what I'd do.
Yeah.
When he got here,
And the stuff the newspapers are saying, is it true?
What are the newspapers saying?
The girl who was killed. She filed a sexual harassment complaint against the mayor? What about the other victims? Were they harassed by the mayor too?
Well, it's hard to say.
Is it true?
So far, the mayor's the only thing we have connecting the victims, but only one of them filed a complaint against him, and she withdrew it a few days later. Someone must have pressured her, but it's hard to say anything for sure.
But is it true? Do you think it's true?
Well, let's just say it seems like it might be. What's the matter?
The mayor raped me.
Can you repeat that?
The mayor of Freeburg, Stuart Rogers, he raped me. You heard me right.
When did this happen?
4.5 years ago when I was just out of college. They gave a reception for us at City Hall. Rogers gave a speech and there were a few other speakers, then dinner. I drank the champagne, it was hot out, the music was loud. I was feeling dizzy, so I went to take a breath in a quiet corner. I found a conference room, then a few minutes later the mayor came in with his guard. Rogers whispered something to the guard and the guard left. I didn't have time to figure out what was going on. Rogers just walked up to me, grabbed me by the throat and squeezed, and then he began to rape me. This went on. It lasted about 10 minutes.
Look, Lana, it would be very difficult to prove anything at this point, but...
You wouldn't have to prove anything. I have a videotape.
A video?
A recording from a surveillance camera. A cassette. The raping mayor, sitting in my closet next to Kramer versus Kramer.
But how...
6 months after it happened, someone slipped the cassette under my door. This was the same time the city administrator, Mary Simmons, was dismissed. Quite a scandal, if you recall. I think that must have to do with it.
Lana, don't worry about a thing. We'll use this tape and ambush the bastard.
No, we're not going to do that.
Lana, listen to me. You need to...
It's been 4 years. Don't you think I've had time to think things through? I already decided I'm not pressing charges.
Lana, whatever you've been thinking, I promise you, it would be better if
No, it wouldn't be better. For the past few years, I've worked hard so that people would take me seriously, so they'd respect me as a professional. If I step forward now, I ruin all my efforts, my whole future, and I'll destroy my one chance to make this city better. I'll be a sympathy case, I'll be humiliated, and then I'll be attacked. And the one thing I won't ever get again is respect.
Lana, you're talking about covering up a crime.
I'm doing it because I know it's the right thing to do.
Then you're a fool.
Oh my God, I made a mistake. Just forget everything I said.
Lana, Lana! Shit. Shit!
I told you, the mayor is the worst character. We're gonna convince Lana to get this tape out there. Like, she shouldn't feel like she's gonna be a sympathy case. What she's doing is protecting future women from this monster. That's the only way you can think about this. No. You have to come to work. No. We're going to get in the mayor before this playlist is done. Or playthrough, sorry, playlist. Thinking about the music again. Alright, some classical music today. Oh, I just need to check if we can buy any songs. This will soothe me, hopefully. Yep, we lost an honest person, we lost a detective, and let's share this with my staff. I think they could do with the moolah as well. In the labour market, Stanislav Ciboda. Who are you going on to? B, I think. Get into shift B. City Hall, you have something for me too. I could upgrade SWAT. It doesn't seem like a terrible idea. Raise detective. Give me more officers, I think. No, actually... Oh, you can ask for multiple? What? Wait. Can I ask for 2 things? I never even considered it. I thought you had to ask for 1. Oh my god. I mean, they might reject me now that I've asked for 2 things. That might be too much. I'm interested. How the music... Is there anything new in the catalogue? Oh, there is. No, I bought it. Never mind. Okay, we bought out the catalogue. We're good. By the way, not my favourite song. Breaking and entering. Mrs. Peterson claims that the dentist is breaking into her apartment. I hear him drilling through the lock! You have to hurry! I feel like this is a false alarm, but I can't take that risk. We'll send Florida Shaw, Robert, and Roker. I'm not going to send my SWAT team because I think it's a false alarm. I think it's going to be a handyman next door just working. The Octopus Restaurant, suspicious individual. An inebriated guest of the restaurant noticed the kitchen chef bears a striking resemblance to the dentist picture from the newspapers. This is going to be a lot of false alarms, I feel like. But again, there's no reason just to send... leave one person back, so I'm just going to... 1 or 2 people. So I'm just going to send everyone, but I'm not going to send SWAT again. This could be a mistake. I could be leading, Purdy or Florida to the death. I hate this. You have to hurry, you guys. Oh, they're not going to make it back in time, are they? Hurry up. I knew it. Jack Boyd, there's a real war against the scumbags happening on the streets today. Just slow down your reading, you moron. And it's a war we're slowly losing. I decided to open my own gun shop to help law-abiding citizens protect themselves from drug dealers and pedophiles. Today will be our grand opening, and I'm sure I could use a couple of brave officers who could lure in customers by handing out flyers at the mall. And I won't stay in your debt. I'll give your boy some toys that will surely be useful in the job. Together, we will clean the filth and stench from the streets. I would like to do that. Oh, by the way, what's this? Homicide at the residential area. Fiona Kalis was found in an apartment with her head caved in. A meat tenderizing ham was found next to the woman's body. Okay. We'll get Mole and Wolf on this. First case, Wolf. Let's see what you can do. I knew it. I'm going to have to miss the crime trap now. Alright. I have to leave it. Maybe it's a false alarm. Okay. So we're going to get goods here. Goody goodies. We'll send Robert and Roka. Harassment in the last picture theatre. A tearful schoolgirl reported that a scary man, with a face like on the news, touched her shoulder during the show and said scary things in a strange language. This is going to be a fucking... what are they called in cinemas? Like an usher? I'm not sending squat. Suspicious individual, Johnson, Jurgen, and Kat's law firm. It's just everyone that resembles a dentist. Someone came into the office for an interview. The frightened secretary whispered on the phone, "He's grinning at me like he wants to kill me. It's exactly like the photo in the newspaper." I'm trying to take as many things as I can seriously. Right, investigation has begun into the homicide. John Kalis. Someone banged on my door and my mother told me to hide under the bed and close my eyes and ears and be quiet as a mouse. I only heard muffled screams. When I got from under the bed, I found my mother in blood and I called the police. Medical examiner. The fatal blow was struck by a blunt object on the head. The killer was standing behind the victim. Death was immediate, and the body shows no signs of violence. Mrs. Origi. I heard Fiona swearing with her brother. He'd come home around again, begging for money at her doorstep. Then she started yelling at her son. He always sits there in front of the TV playing these stupid games until he turns blue. And then my phone rang. I talked with my friend for an hour and a half. Okay, phone is swearing her brother. But I get the feeling this might be... She started yelling at the son. It might be the son. The door to the apartment was open when I came in. The boy was sitting in front of the TV playing some game on the console. He didn't even turn in my direction. I think he was just in shock. His mother was laying dead right there in front of him. Nah, it's probably the son. And Mr. Angiori, the victim's brother. Yes, I went to my sister to borrow some money. I lost my job and the bills were piling up. I expected to help, like I've helped her in the past, but she refused. But I didn't kill her. We had a fight and yelled at each other, and then I went home. I watched a movie I rented and went to bed. I get the feeling it's the son, but, you know, the truth will come out. An attempted robbery at the hot dog tent. Please don't tell me it's the dentist. Oh my god, we're not going to be able to do this. I've just seen every officer's out, and they're at a distance. Boss. That was a very strange job for police officers, but oddly enough, we're very tired and out. We're very tired out and got a lot done. Plus, Mr. Herzig gave us some nice guns. Very nice. And we got 4K. I hate it. The man was not a serial killer. He's a mild-managed foreigner who was asking the girl to be quiet. So we found all the false things, but it's kind of hard because I can just tell the one that I choose to ignore, you know, on the dentist calls, is going to be the dentist. But I don't think it would let us solve it that easily, so I don't know. It's a bit metagaming, but I feel like if I was in that position, I would send officers out to check up on it. And, you know, if they saw it, just immediately call for backup. But Shift B has really been disappointing today. Admittedly, again, it's probably my fault. And not probably, it is my fault. Can I upgrade my police cruisers? Is that an upgrade I can get? Rather than upgrading SWAT, can you just go out faster? Like, can we supercharge our police cruisers or something? You know. Get a bit of knot on it. Anyway, it's a pretty quiet night. Maybe a little too quiet. I kind of hate that cliched line. It's quiet. Maybe a too quiet. It's used in so many films. And you know, it really, how can it be too quiet? You know, if literally nothing is going on, nothing is going on. Right, I have new frames in the Homicide. Yes. Yes. Yes, I think all these frames might be right. Playing games, having an argument, picks up meat hammer, clocks her.
214 in progress.
Arson, we got a new frame. Man in a backpack. I need to get some reminders here. No. So he was wearing a large backpack and made a thing for passing her. It's probably like this. But maybe it's the Molotov. I think maybe we're missing a frame still. Kind of weird that his clothes appear to have changed as well. But I don't hate this at the moment. Right, what's wrong? Public indecency at the cemetery. Cemetery caretaker Harry Tipton reports that a young couple is having sex among a number of very old tombstones and making disgusting sounds. Mr. Tipton is afraid to approach. Know who isn't afraid to approach? Coachy and Shaw. Not my choice of place where I would have sex outdoors, you know, on a grave, but, you know, some people get off on that. And we're not here to judge. You know, we're not like Judge Dredd. We're just here to capture, you know, people that have committed crimes. Let the courts decide. There are indeed naked young people laying amongst the tombstones. Cough loudly. Don't move you under arrest. Shoot the criminals with a stun gun. Just cough loudly. The young man jumps up quickly, shouts police, and turns tail, not putting any pants on. Hit him with a stun gun. Arrest a woman. Run after the young man. Okay, offenders caught, officers in hand. Honestly, I think in that situation, if they'd done, you know, absolutely, like, nothing, they just stood there and, like, looked sheepish and apologised, I imagine the police would probably let you go. But I don't know. That might be different between America and the UK.
Yeah, understood. Thank you very much, Walt. Sorry again for waking you up. Give my regards to Jean. Okay, gotta run. Hey, Martin, wait a minute. Martin, you still hang around with Bo Berenger?
Of course. In fact, he's my stepfather.
Great. Think he has a couple of men available? Today? Right now, in fact? There's something important I need taken care of.
Sure. Something you need help moving?
Not exactly. Here's the address. I need this house watched. All day and all night until I say stop. If anyone suspicious goes poking around, tie him up and bring him here. I'll pay double the usual rate. Or triple, whatever he needs. And nobody else knows about this, right?
Jack, they're more into looking after valuables, not houses.
What's the difference?
Well, these guys probably wouldn't care either way. Okay, Jack, no problem. I'll make the call. As for your retirement, I've been...
let's focus on today, Martin. Now keep that house secure, all right?
Okay. I have a phone in the car. I'll call Bo right away.
I appreciate it, Martin. Believe me, I do.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah?
Anything else I need to know about this?
No. Better you don't.
Hello?
I'm an addict.
Please, I don't want...
Listen to me, Lana. I really am an addict. For 20 years now, give or take. I've been lying to myself that I'm in control of the situation, and sometimes it really seems like I am, but sometimes in the more desperate moments, I become completely dependent on the pills. And it's just dumb luck that I haven't killed myself. Or someone else. More than a few times I've come pretty close. I've been stoned while I'm driving. Was even stoned once during a firefight. I've been on drugs while I made decisions where dozens of lives were on the line. When I'm overworked, I need the pills. That's my problem. It's my weakness. But I always knew that if I admit my weakness, if I start talking about the problem publicly, if I go to rehab, then I'm already as good as retired. They'll take advantage of the scandal and get rid of me forever. It doesn't matter all the good work I'm trying to do at the police department. They'll just bury me. So I'm keeping my problem a secret, at least until I can retire. I have to. I know it's the right thing to do.
You realize, Jack, this is the first time you ever called me?
What?
You called me this time. I thought you were just waiting for me to stop bugging you, but now you called me and you opened up, even though you didn't have to. Maybe you're stoned?
What? No, I'm not stoned right now.
Well, Jack, I guess you need me as much as I need you.
I need you more than you need me.
Now I know you're stoned.
Lana, You
I heard everything you said, Jack. I understood everything just fine. You don't need to say anything else.
Right, exactly. Say no more.
This doesn't sound like a healthy relationship, Jack and Lana. But anyway. Police overwhelmed by avalanche of false dentist leads. Yeah, no shit we were. Police station desk sergeant. The dentist spreading panic amongst the citizens. And Freeburg residents jumping at shadows. All thanks to Robert, by the way. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Great clue, thank you, Robespierre. I've got a terrible heartburn this morning. I mean, no shit again, you're part of, the Big Mac. That would give you heartburn. Thanks for, alt-tabbing my game as well. No, coming to work. Oh, I've got a stripe to give. Who here has earned a stripe? You know what? Who I think may have earned a stripe from Shift A? Half of Big Mac. McKillicuddy. I don't think you've put a foot wrong since we've hired you. You've earned it. Well done. Right. Let's not get classical music this time, hopefully. Stella's smile. I thought you said slime for a second. Sean Stone. Ooh. Right, let's see what City Hall says. SWAT team upgraded. We'll work 3 times a day. I think that would be pretty good. Yeah, give me that. Oh my god, you can actually ask for multiple things. That has blown my mind. Oh, right. Sven Jorgensen. Welcome to Shift A. Cool. That'll help pad out my Shift A. Serial Murder Motel. Oh, I have to send 2 detectives and SWAT. They've been upgraded now. 33-year-old Judith Pierce, former secretary of the mayor, was found brutally murdered in a motel room. So we have to get this right, otherwise we're going to miss out on clues. Oh, and also a funeral. Not saying I didn't care about you, Kudo, but, not all officers have been made equally. Also, the City Hall mayor is going to be very cross with me, because I'm not swapping my detectives out. I actually just flat out refuse. Attempted murder at Desire Park. A woman claims that she was just in the park and the dentist was chasing her. I even heard the sound of the drill, and his eyes flashed with devilish fire. I mean, this is too good to be true again. I'll send Big Mac Prado. I think this is all I'm willing to send. But I suspect it's a fire alarm. And, she's being chased by someone that's, she's not giving it, they've given them too much money for something, and, they're trying to give them their change or something, and they're, running through the streets, rattling change. And they're like, oh my god, it's a drill! Right, we have 3 new frames. Care to show me the 3 new frames? The juggler was wearing reflective glasses in the park at the time, and there were drilling sounds coming from a nearby construction site. Okay. Where is the case that I'm working on right now? Where's the dentist thing? Dentist. Dentist. Okay, whatever. I guess it's going to show up again. Homicide at the Buddhist temple. Not what you'd expect. A sleazy man burst into the temple shouting, "Come get it, you peace-loving bald bastards!" Hey, don't be baldest. And wounded 2 attendants. An eyewitness contacted the police and got out of there as fast as he could. He says someone else has already begun returning fire. Powers? Max Powers. That's what I'm going to call you, Max Power. Bailey, Woodard, and Spain. We'll send you all out. Other officers are coming back right now anyway. So Shano, you won't be on your own for too long. Is this your first day, by the way, Shano? If it is, welcome to the Freeburg PD. Suspicious individual at Life Wire store. A salesman noticed a strange man through the window carrying a drill. He looks just like that guy, the dentist from the news, at least from the back, and he's singing some wicked song. I'm afraid to go near him. Prado, Big Mac, just go and see what this is about. I'm pretty certain this is going to be a false alarm again. I am looking forward to the point where it is, you know, the dentist and he just murders everyone. Right, the homicide at the Buddhist temple. In the centre of the temple are 2 wounded monks, and there's a wounded old man moaning in the corner. He's dropped his gun. Near the monks there's a trail of blood stains leading out to the left. Check the first door on the right. Check the first door on the left. Call an ambulance. Check the door on the right first. Inside the room is a small scruffy looking man muttering something about God. He is wounded and next to him is a spent gun. Search the other rooms of the temple. Slowly step forward and move the gun away from the criminal. Or order him to move the gun to his side. Okay, we've got it, I think. Nice. I was a bit worried that, you know, like he was going to like pull a knife out and just stab one of my officers, but... yeah, just remove the weapon from him. Ordinary student, he was singing something from Metallica. Of course. You know, he was listening to, like, drill music. You know, like, where they listen to music with, like, hardware tools and stuff in it. It's like, it wasn't the dentist. Okay, let's get a new tune on. We have to get through these sooner rather than later. Store-bought amnesty, Seth Campbell. Don't think we've heard one of yours before. Ooh. Bit of a bop. Okay, any crime? I guess I shouldn't really be calling for crime. I cannot believe I've just realised that you could request multiple things from city halls at once. Drug sales at the dump. The guard at the city dump has eyes on a meeting between 2 gangs, apparently both from Eastern Europe. The leader of one of the gangs is trying a pack of white powder. The guards can't see how many people there are, but counted 4 cars. You know, maybe it's Coffee Mate or something like that, knowing, like, the cases so far tonight. Anyway, we're going to send out a pretty beefy squad. In fact, I'll send SWAT out with you guys. And I'll leave some people behind just in case we get one more case. If you need reinforcements, we might be able to send them. But I'm sure it's about time, you know, someone else says that they've heard the dentist. I was at the dentist and I heard a drill coming from the room next door. A man came out with a mask on. I'm certain it's the dentist. It's like, yeah, no shit, it's your dentist. It's like, you went to see him. Moron. The gangs have already started shooting at each other and haven't yet noticed the police presence. Some are behaving like madmen and firing in all directions. So he started blasting. Bang, bang, bang. Shoot the guy with the automatic who's popping off towards the police position, fire a couple of warning shots in the air, or get on the loudspeaker and order them to cease fire. A wounded bandit is running towards the police position. With one hand, he's gripping his wounded leg. That's not his leg, but okay. And his other is holding up a gun, which he points at everyone one by one. The guy's obviously in a panic, his pupil dilated, and he's shouting something in incomprehensible language. Possibly Russian. Taser him, hold the man at gunpoint, or shoot the man. Taser. Fast taser. Draw. Again, McKillicuddy. The Big Mac. They're so good. Okay, a robbery at port warehouses. Perfect. An alarm went off in a warehouse that doesn't see much use. Taylor, Spain, Bailey, Woodard. Go and check out what's going on. And if you need reinforcements, we have them coming back. Shift A's done a really nice job, honestly, so far. It's one of the rare times Shift A's done better than Shift B, I think. Receiving stolen property. Thanks to a tip from an informant, we've learned that a large shipment of imported alcohol, which was stolen yesterday from the port, is currently located in an abandoned house in the suburbs, where it's about to be split up and transferred to a smaller sales point. There are at least 5 armed guards at the house. Prado, Powers, the Big Mac. We might as well send everyone. Let's send the full Monty. So you're not going to get reinforcements, apologies. I lied to you. Okay, you dealt with the robbery. The place is abandoned. Apparently there's a short in the alarm's electric wiring. You know what? I don't mind. No new frames found. Oh, and it's asked me to come to this. So that possibly means that I have enough now. How about this being a frame? Like he goes to cross the road and then it runs him over. Under the tyre, though? It says he gets hit into the windscreen. I feel like I'm still missing a frame. It definitely says it's like... Oh, it says a Jeep. I think this is a Jeep. Maybe it's the front end of a lorry, though. Maybe this is the Jeep. Because it says it goes into the windscreen. Hang on. I have to be missing a frame here, right? I think I'm missing a frame still. I could be wrong. We'll ask our friend El Goog next time. If that's still up there. I can't. Nice. Well done. Ooh, we found some alcohol. Matthew, can you sell this? We need to start making some bank again soon. We were at 100k at one point. We're still only around 50k, and it's been like that for a few episodes, honestly. Okay, it's the end of the day. That's the end of the day. Nice. I think that's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I don't know how far we are through this game at the moment. Maybe we're like around the halfway point. Maybe we're 3/4 of the way through. I'm hoping we've still got some time because I said I'm nowhere near the 500,000 right now. But I think we've got through some of the major issues we were having. Like, Robert thing seems to be done. The protest with the gay protest, like the LGBT protest, we've got through that, at least for now, although they are garnishing money from my salary. So, hopefully clean sailing from here, but it's probably not going to be because we have to deal with the dentist still and plenty of other, detective work. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next part. Goodbye.